It's time to put Luke Atme on trial once again, this time for murder. We just gotta figure out why he lied his master. I mean, we know why, because murder. Gotta figure out how he did it, though, because we're still at the point where it seems like he was in two places at once. But how? My sis? I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. So then, she's still alive, inside your heart. Nicky boy! I know it was lame. Oh, Mr. Light! Is it true that Detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definite proof, but he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at Loreley Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atme want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. So yes, proving him to be the murderer is the tough part. But we gotta do what we can. So anyway, welcome back everybody to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. This is your host, the MJ406. Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atme, please take the stand. And thankfully we got there in the nick of time to pull him out of his own trial for being masked to mask.
Well, how do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask to Mask. Don't forget, a lot of initial trials are preliminary. They do have an official trial after the fact. Because while somebody else is being tried as Mask to Mask, so they had to officially try him after that.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid even the great Luke Atme has no idea what you mean.
It's Luke Atme.
Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here.
You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Mask to Mask.
Indeed. It's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example.
So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask?
Of course.
Yeah.
Very well then, Mr. Luke Atme. Let us begin with a simple question. October 12th at 1 a.m. Kate Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Judge. This guy's a kook.
All right, Mr. Atme, the night of the murder. Speak. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor.
You even had respect for Lawrence Payne. Winston, whatever his name is. You clearly don't know the good prosecutors from the bad.
I was standing there on that mask to mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. The photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness.
It contains 1,000 words, actually.
The time at which the camera captured Mask to Mask was the same time as the murder.
Huh, so you say.
It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene.
Yup. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well.
Even the great Mask to Mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Hang on yet. Not yet, Mr. Atme. Unfortunately, we still have to do your cross-examination.
A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool.
Oh, God. I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. Yeah, he's reminding me of Franziska von Karma. The one thing that's full of it is his alibi. God damn it, don't remind me of that, prosecutor. I guess that means you know her as well. That's a little annoying, to be honest. So let's see.
Hold it!
How did this prove that he was stealing it at that time? So his photograph is the proof, correct?
Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask.
Damn it, you got me speaking like you.
That is why I'm called Mask to Mask.
But conveniently, that also means that there is no way to tell who this really is.
What do you mean?
Really?
Huh, are you saying that this is not, in fact, Luke Atme? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Mask to Mask to create an alibi? Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
No. If Luke Atme was at KB Security during the murder, then the Mask to Mask in this picture has to be a fake. And And there really was an accomplice! But right now, I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea right now either. Mason's objectives are just what the guy wants. There's got to be another way. I'm going to find it. Yeah, don't jump the gun! He assumes somebody else took his place to do it.
Hold it!
Well, that wouldn't help him in any way. I believe Agent Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
22 now. You sent the calling card to Lorelei Taylor 10 days before the heist. 12. That'll mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Indeed. There was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see. You truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am.
Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Hemming was already proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lorelei Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he had no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. Good thought. More than enough time to prepare. It's a pathetically easy job. I wonder about that. Anyway, so by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Is that correct?
Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
That very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. Yeah, you say that almost as if you had the picture taken on purpose.
Objection.
Yeah.
He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up.
I mean, that does make sense, but
We all have days like that. Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody.
it looks like I'd better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo. Yeah. Something's phony in there, all right.
Hold it!
Just gotta figure out what it is, because the paint splotch is a big giveaway to start. About the camera that took this photograph.
Oh, come now, it's all too clear what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I altered the timestamp of the photograph, don't you?
Interesting theory.
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lorelei Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lorelei Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see. Looks like I better find something else that can be suspicious. So, this alibi is false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Buller at KB Security. But we're not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure, since he was down there all the time, it could be him in there. So, I have to wonder about that. Because look at the photo. It says the right time, and there's no date on it, so I can't disprove that. There is one thing of note, however. The paint splotch there. That's the thing that makes this suspicious. Because of the day of the murder, this was in where that was very far away from the door at the end. The day before, it was next to the door. Because of that...
Objection!
Oh, crap. I jumped the gun. Damn it, I thought that would work. The witness is saying it's clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I can see nothing faulty.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Son of a bitch, I thought I was on the right track. I must be on the wrong one. I guess it's a little too simple, huh? The time which the camera captured mask to mask was the same time as the murder. Camera data. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Okay, so the data's not wrong. Okay. But remember, it said that he could... Phoenix did think in the previous trial that he could manipulate the data itself.
Hold it!
Let me think this over. Let me try this. Detective Abby was always proud of his detective skills. Yeah, that's true. It'll work. In this case, one turned out to be my witness.
Objection!
God damn it, I'm digging too deep for this. The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction of that statement, Your Honor.
Looks like the evidence of the statement just now related.
They aren't, are they?
Nope, not at all. Mr. Wright, please take the facts over before making accusations.
Oh, man. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. I always forget what to do with this one. Photo was the witness, yes. It's a pathetically easy job. He was stealing the owner's mask to mask, just as he announced he would. The card. Makes sense. Let me go through this again. Photographs the proof. Yep. He's wearing a mask. Okay.
Objection!
Wait, what?
Are you saying that this is not, in fact, Luke Abbey? That could be an accomplice?
Oh, yeah, right. No, that's basically trying to say that it's somebody else, it's not him. I can't say it's Rhonda Light, because that would try to say that he wasn't a KB security, which is not true. It's a pathetically easy job. Was this the statement? Yes. This is the one that Maya had a problem with, so it's probably here. So, because this one doesn't work. Weren't enough time to prepare. Yeah, what about that, though? Security at Lordly Taylor. Be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display at your Treasures of Corrine exhibit. Take care of that speckled urn, won't you? He mentioned the speckled urn in particular. Uh-huh. Right. Interesting.
Objection!
No. That's definitely part of something to look into. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can't see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Damn it, again. Okay, so he knows it. He saw it was speckled because that was after Miss Andrews broke it. Okay. So there's that at least. What could it be? The Master Max was fake or the photo was fake? Oh, wait.
Objection!
God damn it! I keep trying to think of things. That clearly reveals contradicts that statement, Your Honor.
Also, the evidence of the statement is not related.
They really aren't, huh? Shit. Well, looks like we might see what happens when I lose. If it happens, I'll just time warp back to here. God damn it! Ugh. There's definitely not an accomplice, because he is the one who did it. But... I'm trying to remember what I have to... Let me look through all this again. Not this. The camera data is right. That mentions a speckled urn. It's carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime. Moved again that night. Oh! Okay, that was there the day of the crime. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I'm trying to think. There definitely isn't one of these, because this is about the murder, so it can't be any of this. Let's see. Okay. Broke repair 2 weeks ago. Kept out of sight. And that contradicts the card, because he was there. There's the paint splotch and the wooden box. Ugh. I mean... Photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. Let me look again. Yes, this is the evidence. For anything that proves he committed the crime. He could not have killed Kane Boer unless he had an accomplice. Right. Did I not go through this one? Come on, think long and hard about that night. Basement warehouse in the picture supposedly captured. It's got to be here. What about... Oh, I forgot to press this statement. Unfortunately, I don't see anything wrong. Damn it!
That was indeed unfortunate.
Men, as a species, are doomed to a life of bitterness and frustration.
Hey, Nick, I've been thinking. What is it, Maya?
This photo was taken in the basement warehouse, right? And if this was taken on the same night as when we went to see the treasure exhibit, there's one thing here that doesn't add up.
Looks like I need to approach this from a different angle. Did I never press that statement? Shit!
Hold it!
I thought I pressed that one. God damn it! So my photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct?
Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
Surely even you understand by now.
Lordy Taylor provided that camera. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kate Bullard unless I had an accomplice.
I really ignored this one, huh? Well, I'll think long and hard about that night. Basement warehouse and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture?
Uh-huh. Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. Now, there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night.
Very well then, let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny?
Right here, the paint splotch, of course. God, I have no health left. This sucks now. The funny part is right here.
Why, this is a blood stain! Oh, blood! Now this guy's getting interesting!
Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that.
From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. Ahem. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. It turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Yup. Thankfully.
Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the painted stains?
They mentioned this is there the day of the crime, and Andrews tried to cover it up.
Take that!
I forgot that I was there delivered the day of. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. Yep, I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there! Exactly.
When I went there the day after the theft, the statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally? Your Honor, the statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move in that distance.
Huh. In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night?
Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Aha!
Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the gold statue on the night of the crime?
Moved it on the night of the crime?
Take that!
Maybe? The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke Atme.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins.
Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue?
The reason can be found here in this photograph. Yep. Look at me. You pretend to be masked to mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Loreley Taylor that night. Yep. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film in a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue.
A single fatal flaw?
Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where in this picture does the lie exist? Again, the paint. The lie in this photo is somewhere around here. Jumping to conclusions again? I think you need to take a gander in your local mirror.
As the Yiddish proverb goes, a half-truth is a whole lie.
Damn it.
Keep lying like this and you'll be the one on trial.
Oh man, now they're calling me a liar. Oh shit! There goes my life. By the way, this is what happens when you lose.
That's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Wanda Light,
Guilty! I told you to be found for murder, you bitch! Is accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. God damn me! All right, time to time warp back to the trial so I can stop making stupid mistakes.
Just where in this picture does the lie exist?
The lie about the photo, huh? It's not the paint, because that would be there. It would have to be the timestamp, like he suggested earlier. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? Okay, good, I guessed right this time. I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Abney went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been Lorelei Taylor this time. Yep, right. He couldn't have been there at 1 a.m. What does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was this statue placed besides the warehouse door? Well,
The statue was taken down in the warehouse on the day of the crime. It was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
exactly. Luke Abney had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place.
Whoa, what the?
Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Oh! So, on the day of the crime, Mr. Abney must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Oh yeah, that would hurt their tails. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Abney had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match with the way it had been in his photo. Wah! Got him. That's right, you're a guilty bitch. Order! Mr. Abney, is this true?
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera didn't go off the night of the crime.
Yeah, so what? It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lorelei Taylor staff. However, the Burgundy's demands that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Ah! See, I remembered that, thankfully. Order! Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? Are we ready for another metaphor, Judge? Godot! I warned you about making me wait! Now put that coffee down! I like tea!
My 11th cup. I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop.
Oh, the defense is a very good point!
A good point? So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
So, you say his photograph was taken ahead of time, and the statue was moved in order to make it match? It's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied.
Which is? I can't think of it.
That it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams.
That's very true! No way! Don't fall for that, Your Honor!
Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes?
If there's no funny business in your actions as mask to mask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy, so let's hear it.
Oh, yes, please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. Okay, maybe going through the whole plan can reveal something wrong. All right, then.
I first received the request from Lorelei Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box. It's funny! It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself to the day of the crime.
Aha, there it is.
I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure. It was in my car 10 days beforehand.
Right.
I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. Last, I had held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th.
I see. That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zvati!
Oh, whatever. Very well then, Mr. White. You may begin your cross-examination. Is that a German phrase or something? Maybe I should see what that means. Am I really going to look that up right now? For real? What is wrong with me? Oh, never mind. He made it up. Okay. At least I think he did.
Hold it!
Well, either way, let's dig in. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right?
Indeed, it seemed that they had heard of my sparkling reputation.
I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You better watch out too, Maya. Oh, yeah, he might try to be a friggin' fake as shit spirit channeler. Yeah, right.
You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. That Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn, and she wouldn't let anyone enter the storeroom, not even me.
Huh. Interesting new tidbit. So I see. You weren't able to see the urn until the day of the crime. Right. So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before?
Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I, Luke Atterby, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers.
Okay, then. You knew it was extremely valuable, huh?
You mean this calling card? That's right! That is, without a doubt, my calling card!
I guess Mr. Light didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atme knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. Yeah, it really would have been. He assured it would go smoothly by handling the crime herself. Then no one entered the basement warehouse?
Really? Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse.
Yeah, that was like the day. That was over like days before the crime there.
Hold it!
So let's see. And this is the photo that proves that, huh?
Indeed. To be honest, even if the photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much.
Hey, Nick, if this one was a fake, Detective Atme might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know, he's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. We can prove that he's lying there. We can wrap this up and put a bow on it. We need to take a good hard look at the court record. Not a lot to go on, is there? That detective's been covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove in this cross-examination. They took this photo well before the actual night of the crime. Alright then, how do we do that? There's one thing Atme stated very clearly. They had never seen the urn before he stole it. We need to prove that he's lying. Exactly. So yes, he was unable to see the urn for himself until the day of the crime. Funny you mentioned that.
Objection!
Your calling card says otherwise. Mr. Atme, if you really are masked to mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course.
Is there a problem with that calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mask and Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pig pattern on this sacred urn. Yes, that is true. But so what? Uh-huh. Truth be told, there's no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pig spotted pattern on this urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor. Yep.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite.
The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error. Or should I say, an error-prone human. Yikes. Mean. That's when the pig paint got on the urn.
You can't be serious.
Yep, and yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means that if Abby had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken.
Oof.
And because of this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder was no longer holds water. Damn right, bitch. Got him. Maybe I got him? Still, it seems too easy again. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? All right, that did it. He's broken. Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Once again, the prosecutors stay calm under pressure.
Huh. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
Good conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was Mask to Mask, and now we're calling him a murderer.
Yeah, that is true.
You don't think we're being a tad fickle?
But that's a good point. No way. All over that too, Your Honor.
You said Luke Atme was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Let me ask you this. Why would he do that?
An excellent point.
God damn it, I lost his voice.
Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. might you, my merry murderous motive, manifest?
God damn with your friggin' tongue twisters.
And Nick, he's getting a second wind!
Oh God, don't fart again.
What if he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rondelais Hussein? He must have had a very strong motive for murder.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Rhonda Light.
That is true, but
Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear.
Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were.
I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer.
they're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. And with that, shit, I wanted to save. By the way, well, because of my fumbling, we're going to end this episode here. Probably a good time to end it anyway. So, yes, it looks like we have to figure out why he wanted to kill Kane Bullard if he did. And that's where the mystery gets deeper. Oh, man, this freaking asshole. He had to fake the photo at a different time to try to hide the fact that he was not there to steal the urn at 1 a.m. when the murder was taking place. We've proven the photo is fake. Now it's just to prove why he wanted the murder to begin with. Next time we will find out the answer to that mystery, hopefully sooner than that.